Guys, Collins here, and today we are back with a brand new episode of This Week News. Now, if you're new to this series or new to the channel in general and just don't know what this series is about, essentially, it's a series where I pretend to be John Scarce or Drama Alert's Keemstar, except I'm like 10 times worse than both of them combined. But with that being said, let's just jump right into the video. We have some pretty interesting news to cover this week. I believe it is the 5th week of me doing this. That being said, let's just jump right into it. So, the first story of the video. Pokemon simps are just downright going just straight up fucking crazy on the internet. Now, we have several simps who are literally donating thousands of dollars to her, donating their life's worth and paychecks, as you can see in these tweets, all because they're going crazy over her. Now, I'm just gonna straight up say it. If you're gonna donate $500-$600 to a Twitch streamer just because you find them attractive and not because they're entertaining or, you know, you find them funny or whatever, then you're just a fucking moron, dude. It's not even funny at this point. It's just straight up sad. I mean, these people are donating hundreds, if not thousands of dollars every stream just to get a little bit, like 10 seconds of attention of her saying, "Oh, thank you so much for the money. I appreciate it so much." If even that. It's honestly quite insane to me why these people would be willing to donate so much money, especially in a crisis like this where there's not a lot of money going around because, you know, we don't have jobs, businesses are closing down, they're filing for bankruptcy. You know, we have all these things in place, you know, that's just destroying our economy and destroying our livelihoods as a whole because of COVID, and yet they're just wasting their money on fucking ridiculous shit like, you know, a fucking Twitch streamer. Like, and I'm not saying that Twitch streamers or just streamers in general don't deserve the money. Obviously they do, but they don't deserve like $500 just for 10 seconds of attention, dude. Like, be a normal person and donate like $5, maybe $10 or $15, but please don't donate your life's worth, especially if you can't afford it. I mean, she's not gonna fuck you because you donate $1,000. You know, she isn't some sort of hooker or anything. She's a fucking Twitch streamer. She's gonna give you 10 seconds of attention, maybe a little bit of an approval, and then that's it. So just FYI, don't waste your money on Twitch streamers. They're not gonna suck your dick. They're not gonna date you. They're just gonna give you the 10 seconds of attention you somehow desire, and then, you know, write it off as if it was nothing. Next story of the video. We probably all heard of this already, but I'm here to discuss it and bring my own thoughts and opinions to it. It's the Amanda Cerny Twitch donation shaming going on. Now, if you guys don't already know, Amanda Cerny pulled an Invader V. She pulled a Bad Bunny. She basically went on stream and demanded that she gets 500 subs, or else she will not commit to a streaming schedule. Let's take a look at the clip.
Alright guys, let's stay focused. We're getting distracted with numbers here. 500 subs. We gotta get to 500 subs. It's the only way I'm committing to a stream schedule. We're at 187. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Now I get it, getting subs on Twitch is rather important for Twitch streamers, but you have to remember, this is like her second week of Twitch streaming, and donations, like subbing and whatnot, subscribers on Twitch, but as far as I know, subscribing on Twitch costs $5 a month. Now, Amanda Cerny is really well known, and it's even estimated that her net worth is over $8 million, so with that in mind, it's kind of crazy to see her donation shaming, especially in a time like this where she's basically saying, "Hey, look guys, give me subscribers or I'm not going to commit to a Twitch stream." I don't know if it's just me, but if I was a Twitch streamer, I wouldn't really care about the subs. Like, you know, sure, it'd be great to have a couple subs here and there, you know, get a couple $5, $10, $15 a month. That would be amazing. However, I wouldn't demand it or even expect it. You know, if I have fun streaming, I'm going to keep doing it, and the money is just a second thought. You know, it's an afterthought. And yes, I understand it's important, but it just doesn't really make sense, especially considering the fact that she's worth $8 million. To give the proper context, she does claim that she was being sarcastic. However, based on the clip, I can't even tell how sarcastic she was, and the Twitch VOD itself has been deleted, so I don't honestly know where I can find the full context, so to speak.
Alright guys, let's stay focused. We're getting distracted with numbers here. 500 subs. We gotta get to 500 subs. It's the only way I'm committing to a stream schedule. We're at 187. Like,
But even if there was some sort of full context, you know, of her being sarcastic in this way, the fact of the matter is she said she won't commit to a stream schedule unless she gets 500 subs, which for someone who just started streaming about a couple weeks ago, that's kind of demanding a lot, especially considering subs on Twitch cost money. And doing the math, 5 times 500, that would be a grand total of $2,500 a month on top of all the other donations she could potentially be receiving, the views she receives on YouTube, and, you know, all the sponsorships she must receive on her Instagram, because she is an Instagram model with over 26 million followers. So with all that being said, it's quite surprising, honestly, that she's demanding for this amount of subs. However, taking her word for it, even if it's sarcasm and just haha jokes, funny memes, I don't think it's very funny. If you're on stream saying that you won't commit to a stream schedule unless you receive 500 subs, it's just insane to me. Now for our next story of the video, it's a little bit shorter, but it's still kind of interesting. Pewdiepie has now gotten a stream contract with YouTube, so officially he will be streaming only on YouTube. Good way to go, Felix. That's actually really amazing. I'm proud that, you know, and happy for him that he's been able to get this contract and all. And then I'm also proud of YouTube for stepping up the game. I mean, I know they canceled Scare Pewdiepie Season 2 a long time ago when all this controversy happened and shit. So the fact that they're, you know, opening the arms once again to Pewdiepie is honestly amazing, and he should be getting all the respect he deserves because he is an awesome YouTuber. Like, that's not even an opinion, that's a fact. I mean, he's grinded his way here after like 10 years of YouTube to get to over 100 million subscribers. It's honestly amazing. Way to go, Felix. I hope you continue streaming on YouTube for many years to come, and I hope that the best of luck comes to you. But speaking of the controversies, a bunch of articles are actually writing a bunch of controversial shit about Pewdiepie. The BBC writes, in 2017, Disney cut ties with the video maker over allegations of anti-Semitism. The decision came after several videos he had released where he found contained Nazi references or anti-Semitic imageries. Mr. Sheldberg accepted the material was offensive, but said he did not support, quote, any kind of hateful attitudes. He stressed that the material was intended as a joke, which should have been clear from the context. So this was not my intention to understand that these jokes were ultimately offensive, he said. A second series of Mr. Sheldberg's show, Scary Pewdiepie, was also dropped from YouTube Red, Google Subscriptions video platform. Later that year, he used a racial slur during a live stream. Pewdiepie apologized for the incident. Quote, were he to violate our policies today, we take action accordingly just as we would with any other creator, a company spokesman said. Now, I understand that, yes, Pewdiepie has been involved in some controversies in the past, but really, what's the point in bringing it up today when we're, you know, celebrating positivity with the guy? I mean, he literally just got a contract with YouTube to be able to stream. I don't get why you're bringing up the controversy. It makes no sense to me. You're literally bringing up negative shit to damper with the positive shit going on. And it's just really disheartening and just disgusting. Honestly hurts me personally because I enjoy PewDiePie's content and I enjoy him as a creator. He's an awesome dude and genuinely really nice. Now for our next story of the video, a 9-year-old gets banned on Fortnite. His name is Zenon.
Chora não, meu filho. Vem cá. Chora não, meu filho. Vem cá, vem. Chora não, chora não.
Now, Zenon is a 9-year-old Fortnite streamer, and he was trying to compete in some contest with Fortnite and whatnot for money, and he ended up getting banned from the game for 4 years, I believe it was, until he turns 13. Now, the rule he broke was the fact that he was underage in these competitions, and if you're under the age of 13, you're not allowed to compete in these competitions. Now, my opinion on this isn't exactly straightforward, because on one hand, he definitely deserves to be banned from something. He definitely deserves some sort of consequences, because he did violate the terms of services. I said this when FaZe Dub said the N-word and got banned on Twitch, and I'll say it again here. If you break terms of services of any sort of website or gaming community or whatever, you deserve to face the consequences. You don't deserve to get a pat off the back, or you don't deserve to just get wiped under the rug or swept under the rug, and just forgotten about because you broke the rules. You destroyed terms of services, you broke a rule or whatever. You have to face the consequences. And yes, I know he's 9 years old and this is incredibly sad. However, I don't think you should be allowed to do these Fortnite competitions as a result. However, getting banned from Fortnite as a whole is just kind of downright a little too far if you ask me. I mean, come on, for 4 years you're not gonna let the dude play your fucking game, despite the fact that he's obviously put time and effort into your game, hours of grinding to get good at it. Honestly, just genuinely not a good idea, and genuinely just not a good thing to do to a kid, especially since he's 9. Maybe a 14-day ban from the game and a 4-year ban from the competitions for money will suit. However, I don't know, man. Let me know what your thoughts on this is in the comment section down below. But with that being said, let's just jump right into our final story of the video. And this one is quite a serious story, so this one might be a little bit longer than my other stories, so I might save the best for last. So let's take a look at it. The story revolves around ImAllexx making some more false insinuations. Now this all stems from a TikToker known as Chara D'Angelo or something like that. Essentially, she is like a 15-year-old girl on TikTok, basically making TikToks. And you guys already know my opinions on TikTok. TikTok is a cringy website with cringy kids. However, she's amassed a massive following of about 55 million followers, which is actually really fucking insane, considering only a handful of YouTubers have passed that mark on YouTube, which has been around a whole hell of a lot longer than TikTok. So with that in mind, it's actually really crazy and a massive accomplishment. However, she has been recently getting lots of hate and targeted harassment as a result of being a massive TikToker. I mean, with her massive following, it's pretty obvious that she would receive some hate. And obviously with 55 million followers, I mean, you do the math. If just 1% of her fans were hating on her, that would be freaking over 500,000 right there. So it's a lot of people following her, and a lot of people are hating on her. So with that in mind, here's where the story gets really interesting. Now, at the beach in a bathing suit, she made a TikTok where she was kind of making sexualized dances and whatnot. I'm not going to show the video of that because that's just disgusting. Well, this other person known as Perez Hilton, essentially, he made a response to this TikTok a couple months ago where he basically said that, this is not good, this is disgusting, no 15-year-old should be dancing in such a sexualized way. And he basically was kind of, making his own video or own TikToks or whatever regarding the situation, basically calling out to her parents for allowing this stuff to happen.
Hope that my daughters are not dancing to songs about taking D on TikTok while gyrating, dancing like grown women to that song.
Now this is where ImAllexx comes into the situation. Now, a little under a week ago, he made a video calling out Perez Hilton, where he essentially just insinuates that he's a pedophile. Take a look.
Okay, well, how do I go in from there? How do I start? With a prison sentence? But recently, this man, who you see in this video, is attacking Charli D'Amelio, another TikToker, who's 15. And he's attacking her because she went to the beach. But he made a video saying, oh, she's too sexy. By being out there going like, oh, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't let my kids do that. Oh God, if my kids did that. When you post videos like this, to be obsessed over a 15-year-old when you're like a fully grown adult, especially when you post weird videos for an adult. Man obsessing over 15-year-old dancing. And yes, I'm obsessed over a 15-year-old girl. Does that upset you? Does that weird you out? Well, unlucky, I'm going to keep on doing it. Because that's what somebody would do, wouldn't they? If a police go, oh mate, maybe you shouldn't hang around schools. You don't go, hey, back at the school again. You stay away.
Now obviously Perez Hilton is not a pedophile, or at the very least we won't have any proof of it at all. Now the flimsy evidences that ImAllexx uses is just downright insane to me. I mean, I don't even know why he's trying to do this. It's just fucking disgusting. And the fact of the matter is that he's done this multiple times before. He's made videos on Zaptai, he's made videos on James Charles, and he's made a video on his once good friend Slazo. And it's just insane to me that he's backstabbing his friends for views and clout, and now he's just backstabbing this random person, essentially making an entire video basically just It's just disgusting. He's insinuating that the dude is a pedophile, and he insinuates it multiple times. I just don't get why ImAllexx thinks this is an okay thing to do. I mean, these allegations could be taken to court, and he could be sued for defamation. And honestly, I don't know if he understands the severity of his actions or the severity of the consequences that could result because of his actions. It's just actually just disgusting that he's done this so many times, and the fact that he's done it in the past to his friends makes it even more disgusting. But with the situation at hand, there was literally no evidence, and now a bunch of YouTubers ended up calling him out, including Carvos, Keemstar, a bunch of people who typically don't like ImAllexx, and honestly, I couldn't agree more. I mean, come on, dude. You don't do this to other people, making these false pedophile allegations and shit is not okay. You don't make false allegations or even insinuations that someone's a fucking pedophile. Like, these are severe insinuations and allegations, and I know I've said that multiple times at this point, but I really want to drive that point home. You don't make such insinuations based on literally flimsy evidence. And the fact of the matter is, he's very clearly jumping to conclusions and taking things out of context, and in general, he's just twisting the situation to fit his own agenda. So, with that in mind, ImAllexx would be a very good news reporter, but he's also a very shitty YouTuber. Now, with that in mind, hope you guys enjoyed this episode of This Week News. If you did, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, click bell notifications if you haven't already. Sources will be linked in the description down below so you can check them out for yourself. As well, I would also like to mention that the reason why is this series, it kind of skipped a couple weeks here and there, and the fact that this series isn't like just fluid and happens every single week, it's because I don't have enough subscribers on this YouTube channel. If you want me to commit to a fucking schedule for this goddamn series, you have to get me to 100 quadrillion billion nonillion subscribers. Totally. Jokes aside, the actual reason is just in general because there's just not enough news stories going around that I personally find interesting. If I don't find the news stories to be interesting, I don't like covering it because I'm not gonna have fun editing, and if I'm not having fun editing, I'm not gonna want to edit. And if I don't want to edit, what's the point of even posting the video? Like, it's going to be really shitty. So I want to do a video of This Week News whenever there's something interesting to talk about and there's enough stuff to talk about, and in general, things to make fun of. This is a fun series. This is where I get to be as biased as fuck. I'm not Scarce or Keemstar where I just report the news. Not hating on them, but point is, I'm far more biased and far more vocal about my opinions. So if I really don't have an opinion on a news story or a news topic, I'm not really going to include it in a This Week News episode. And if I don't have at least 4 or 5 stories to cover, then is it really worth it? I don't think so, especially if the stories aren't big enough to be worthy of its own video. Now, with that in mind, hope you guys enjoy. Goodbye and farewell.